G'day everyone, welcome back. I'm going to move on now to building the album cover. You will have to ignore the state of my hands. I don't know why I bothered to paint my nails, but I have been busy. This will be part of the project, so I've just used the molds from Stamperia and made these, and I've just been painting them. So that is kind of where we're at with this. So yeah, so you'll have to excuse the state of my hands, but I tried to wash them and then I went, I don't really care. It is what it is. The joys of, you know, doing stuff like this is you get dirty and I kind of like it. I just sit there and go, why do I paint my nails? I don't know. All right, I'm just going to put them out of the way. Okay. So before we go anywhere, we've got to wrap our chipboard bases. I'm going to do kind of a lay flat method today. Hold on, mouse is not working. Okay, so size of the chipboard pieces. I've got two 9x12s and 9x6, and then 3 7/8 by 9 and 4 by 9. Okay, one will be left, so and one will be right, which will make sense in a moment. Okay, and I'm gonna just wrap one with you because yeah. Otherwise, you'll be here for days watching me wrap. So wrap. Luckily, I'm not wrapping because I can't. This white girl got no chance. I got none of that skill. All right, let's go and overlap these two because I'm going to need. I'm using 12 by 12. You could use what's it called? Not you know, A4 or letter size. I'm just using it 12 by 12 because I can. I'm just going to use double-sided tape for extra tie. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I feel like you zoomed in just that little bit too much. So, there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, what have I done? Idiot. That's all right. I do things like that. I'm going to use scoreboard to help me get it straight. Not that it really matters because we're wrapping, but I just like to. Gonna run some. Where are you? Glue. Gonna run some glue just down here as well, just for extra assurance. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay. And then go that way. There we go. Hopefully. Alrighty. So let's get this ready. Doesn't matter it doesn't matter what kind of chip you use either, but it's just the one I have. So I'm going to go bum ba-dum bum. So it is in the morning after my delirium of the one I did the video done before. So I've had some sleep, which is always helpful. Apparently, you know, sleep makes you slightly less crazy. I'm never going to say I'm not crazy because, you know, it's me. But sleep does help, just a little bit.
Imagine if sleep was secure.
And then, all right. Sorry, Georgia, did you say something?
Imagine if sleep was the cure to craziness.
If sleep is a cure to craziness, it helps. You know, a lot of torture and stuff is done through preventing sleep. It actually will. Your mind needs it. They still don't know exactly why, but they just know that without sleep you die. So give your brain time to rest and recuperate. Okay. Let's come on with some glue. It's like icing a cake, this one. Just making sure I'm getting some down. Alright, I'm going to put it over here. I like to have, you know, a decent amount to wrap with, so probably 1.5 inches kind of thing. Okay, so about there, and I'll be able to use this for something else. Alright, I'm just going to quickly cut this bit off. Okay. Done. Okay. What am I doing? You know? No, I don't know either. It's not too helpful. Alright, making sure that's well pressed down and secured. I'll come over from the other side and burnish as well. Where's my little thingy? Alright. Okay, good. Nicely pressed down. Just going to run a little scoring tool across the edges. Being quite pedantic with this album because, you know, this is a special one, so I'm trying to do everything right. Okay, I'm going to slowly train it over. Okay, let's put some double side tape down this one. Okay, all right. I need to remember what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do this corner fold method. I like this for super neat corners. It kind of, and the fact that I'm doing a lay flat method, I want the corners kind of perfect. So, all right. Do that. So I folded them over. Now I'm going to run some glue on this and along the corners there. pushing this into the corner. All right. Now, going to do this, fold this over. Yes, I'm not in my pajamas now, which is good. I was in my pajamas when I was painting this morning, but should get dressed. So, a couple more days till I go back to work. Love what I do, but I love school holidays too. You know, they're good. All right. Okay. Let's pull this over and push this down. All right, so that one. So let's do this side. Of course, I didn't do this properly before I took that off. Of course not. It's all right. Just won't push it all the way down. And readjust it in a bit anyway. All right, some glue. And there we go. Alright. And then this one down. Alright, now I do it this sides. So this side's a little bit easier. So I'm just going to run some double-sided tape there and down here. Oh, not that far. I don't want it to go over. I'll fix that in a sec. In a sec, I'll fix it. Right. Oh. Hello. Yeah, see? Fix it. Okay. Let's run some glue along here. Got that. And then same on this side. I'll tell you what, it's a lovely day today. Not a cloud in the sky. I'm sitting out on the front deck this morning, patting the dog, just enjoying it while I was waiting for paint to dry. I love winter weather in Queensland. It's just gorgeous. All right. now that they're done, I'm just going to come along and I'm going to just push down the edges here. Just gives it a nicer finish. Well, I think. And like I said, this is not a cheap album. This is not a cheap project. I've spent a lot of money on this, so I want to make sure it's done well. Okay, I'm going to go and wrap the rest of them exactly like this, and then I will be back. Maybe. I still haven't bought myself a new mouse. That's what I really need to. Okay, so we're back, and they're all wrapped. I've got here the 4x9 and the 3 7/8 by 9 pieces. So you can see they've been wrapped. Okay. What we're going to do now is add our lay flat kind of hinge. And I've got, these are just a smidge under 9, so it should fit within, which it does, but you know, not too noticeably, by about 9. Okay. So I kind of made it squarish. It doesn't really matter the length here, but you just want it, you'll see here if I bring that up, it's just going to be a smidge in from the top of the side, your bottom of the side pieces. So what I'm going to do is now put this down. I need to put this on to it. I think the best way to do that would be probably a little bit of tape and then some glue. I don't want the tape, yeah, the tape can go all the way to the edge of this one. Of course it can. My brain's not working too well, people. We discussed that. I'm gonna just guesstimate on it's there. And then I'm going to take these off. And then I'm going to glue some glue on this one. I mean, theoretically, I could have just wrapped the edges of this, but it was easier just to wrap the whole thing. I want to make sure it goes not right to the edge, because I'm silly. That's right, I can get rid of that. Just rubbing it off. It's the beauty of this glue. While it's wet, you can just rub it off. Alright. Okay, I do want it well down the sides, however. Okay, then I go back up here. See, habit. Alright. Okay, then I'm going to come and place it on here. Make sure that's well stuck down. Okay. Using my little glue rubber just to get up any of that seeped out. Okay. So I'm going to do that on the other one, and I'll be back. Okay, so it looks like this now. I've got this attached to that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to gently kind of bend it over like that. Same as on this one. now how we attach this. This is the left one. Doesn't matter, I guess. We can flip it around at the end. But what we're going to do is we're going to put this in behind and glue this or tape this down to the top of this one. Okay, so then it will lay flat and it will open up, like close up like that. So we're going to put some tape on the back side of this, staying away from this spine area, but close to it. I know. I'll show you in a sec. And now I do not want this lifting, so I'm going to be extra secure. So you can see that that's where the spine is. I'm staying away a little bit from that. Right, what am I doing? Okay. This is what happens, honestly. If you've been here, I'll be sitting here in, concentrating, and Christmas carols come into my head, and I have no idea why. It's this craziest thing that I have given up understanding why, of all things, Christmas carols come into my head. I don't even like playing Christmas carols at Christmas, so it's not like I play them. They just randomly pop in my head. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to line these up. And I'm going to put this alongside as best as I can. And then I'm going to put this down. Like that. And now I have a corner that is like that. Okay. I'm just going to make sure that's well pushed down as well. And we've got that kind of edging there that will dry. Okay. That's what we've got there. And then I'm going to do more. I'll do this one here. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. Yes. So I just had to slip on out. So I forgot my marking, and I've got to have my marking and reporting done before I go back to work on Monday. So I was like, ugh. And if I go on the weekend up, I have to turn all the alarms and all off, and that's like effort. So I went up, slipped up today, and got into my classroom and picked up my marking. I'll do that over the weekend. Because do I always leave it to the last possible minute? Yes, I do. Okay. All right. Let's go here. Lining. I'm going to turn this around. these up. Am I using my chest to keep that in place? Yes. Alright, I'm going to, where's they had a bit of glue seepage there, just going to remove that. I love this glue rubber. I'm sure I've said that 1,000 times, but these glue rubbers are the best thing. Okay, so that's that one. Let's turn it over. And it's all there. Okay, and what it means is that your album will lay flat, which will make sense to you in a moment with what I'm going to do next, but it will still work like that. But you would notice that I made 2 of these, and one's a little bit bigger, because this one's going to go on the right side, because I'm actually going to make a box. So need to do the same thing again of adding the tape to that. I'll do that and I'll come back. Okay, so I'm back. I've got the tape on, and we're just going to repeat this. So same thing as we were doing. Very good.
I think a couple of the, like, it must have fallen off.
Okay, so that part's done, and then we've got that 6-inch one that we did, the 9x6. So we're going to connect this one to that one. Right. Hair is not necessary inclusion. Right. Pushing that up against, lining it up. I'm not like wedging it in, but you know, close by. And close that down. Alright, and then we turn it over. Let's make sure that's all there. Down. Okay, so now we've got a box. So I put that little bit of 1/8 so that it fits nice and squarely. So this one is going to go over this one and like that. Okay, theoretically that's 12 and 12. That should be 6 and 6. Can't guarantee that it is. Let's have a look. Look, 6 and 6. Woohoo! I did it right. Okay. But yeah, so that's going to be the base of the album. So now what we need to do is figure out what we're doing at the back. So this part here. Where's my pencil? Where's my pencil? I did have it just before. Okay. Pencil, pencil, pencil. No, no pencil. Pencil. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is the back. This one here. And this is the inside front. So they're the two that we're going to work on, and this will be the overlap. Okay, so that's the overlap, that's the back, and that one's the inside front. So I've got to think about now what we're going to do for that. I'm going to go away, have a think, and I'll come back. Maybe, if you know, mouse. Okay, I'm back quicker than I expected because I completely forgot a step. We need to make this look pretty. Oh, well, we don't have to because it's going to get covered by paper and stuff, but I like to finish it off. And it's extra surety that this is all of these hinges and stuff are super glued down. So I have some ones to go in here. I'm just going to glue these guys. It's like trying to remember all the steps. It's like hence why I make so many mistakes, because I'm like, my brain, because of the way it thinks, I'm about 5 steps ahead of where I actually am. So therefore I forget what I'm meant to be doing now, because I'm already thinking about down the track, you know, decorating and what I'm going to do and stuff. This part's already been forgotten. But I kind of can't forget it. Okay. That one. The good thing about this lay flat method is it does allow you to maneuver things a lot easier. You haven't got this big bulky thing. So these pieces are 8 3/4 by 11 3/4, and the side ones were 8 3/4 by 3 3/4, just to have a little bit of room, so there's no like overlap edging, but we'll neaten it off just nice, just nice. Okay. There we go. And then, last but not least, we need to do this one over here. I'm going to turn it upside down, upside down, upside down. Oh, I was wondering why I had glue everywhere, because the lid's not on properly, and it's having it's busted its foo-foo valve. Oh. Just like to make sure the corners are well covered because I don't want them coming up. Then, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now it's all done and ready to decorate. All finished, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, now I'm going to go off and think about what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm back. I've got an idea. Let's hope it works. I'm using a bit of a heavier cardstock, so this is 350 GSM. You don't have to use a heavier cardstock. You can use what you've got, but I have it, so I'm going to use it. Now this is 6 1/8 by 6 1/8 because I'm going to make a 4 1/8 box. Okay, I'm going to make some match boxes for the back so that you can slide like little trinkets and coins and things like that in, or whatever if you've been traveling. So I'm going to go 1/2 and 1/2 turn, 1/2 and 1/2 turn. I think I need to just go over these scores lines twice with this cardstock. I'm just going to re-go over them. Alright, so that's one, and then another one. So 1/2 and 1. 1/2 and 1. 1/2 and 1. 1/2 and 1. Okay. Put him away for a moment. Did I just say moment instead of moment? I don't know. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is some kitting. We're going to, I've got to think. Okay. I want to cut down straight here. Okay, so I'm cutting down straight here to the left of the score line. Then I'm just going to miter that in slightly. There we go. I'm going to miter this tab up to there, and then I'm going to come straight in to the right of that score line there. Okay. Alright, so this one will be inside the score line. Miter that. That one, and then that one. And we'll turn around and repeat. Okay, inside the score line, miter. Okay, and then inside that score line. Oh my gosh, I've got furry bits again. Thought I trimmed the beard properly yesterday. Obviously not. Okay, Inside scoreline. Mater. And there. Okay, so now I'm going to fold and finish these lines. So this one and that one. And fold him up. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Because it's thicker cardstock, takes a bit to burnish it down. Okay, so now it looks like this, and we've got all of these bits. We want these bits to come inside on these bits. So what I'm actually going to do is use a little bit of double-sided tape. And a little bit of glue. So I'm going to do one side at a time. A bit of glue there. Bring that up. Put that in. Put that down. Put that in. Put that down. Okay. So these guys are on the inside over this side, and then add a bit of glue. Okay. This one. And this one. Now, come along and push all of these in. But we might find that we need to miter a little bit more. So I'm just going to take a little bit more off these. I'm just going to get out my little scissors and just take a little bit off each corner. So just a little bit, just a smidge. If you're using thinner cardstock, you probably won't have to do this, but I think because this is heavier cardstock, you definitely need to. Okay. Alright. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to run some glue along the insides of those. Doesn't really matter what section you run the glue on, as long as you're running the glue somewhere so that it can stick down. So I'm just going around a few times, pressing it down, make sure that the glue is well packed in place. It is. And so there we've got a little 1/2 inch size box, which is enough to put like some little trinkets and little things that you get along the way of travels and things. I don't know, I just thought it'd be a nice little spot. And it would also hold Insta photos and all of that kind of stuff too. So it'd hold 4x4 photo easily. And when you go to Japan, you do get lots. If you did this for a Japanese trip, I mean, you could do it for any photos, but you tend to, well, I know I always do, tend to go into all of their photo booth machines and get photos taken because the filters that they have on them are hilarious. Okay, I'm going to go off and make this one, and then I will be back. All right, come on, mousy, mousy. Okay, so I'm back. I've made the 2 boxes. Okay, so there they are. 2 little boxies. Okay, so now we need to make its wrap. So I've got a piece of the cardstock at 4 1/8. Okay, and I'm going to just kind of come in 2. That sounds good enough. 2, and then I'm going to come to not half, but 5/8, just so that there's enough room for the box to actually slide in and out of it. And that means then I need to come 4 1/8 from that. So let's go 2 5/8 plus 4 is 6 5/8 plus 1/8 is 6 3/4. So 6 3/4, and then 5/8 from that will be 7 3/4. 7 3/8, sorry. And then I've got this left over, which I can do the bottom wrap with. So let's go. What am I doing? Don't know. Okay. Let's burnish all of these score lines. You know, I've got a new mat, so I keep it clean. It's dirty. I'm not, it's not going to work that way for me. The reality is it's real. I do things on the mat and it gets dirty. That just is what it is. I need to snip this down a little bit. It would be, hold on, I'm going to. I've just taken it down to 4 so that it's not quite to the edge when we fold it over. But to make sure it fits, I'm going to put the box in, and we'll see. I thought about the height, but I didn't think about the width. All right. So we can fix it. Don't you worry about that. We'll fix it. Okay. Let's go for here. It needs to be there instead, which is 6 7/8, which means that's going to have to be there. All right. Let's see how that goes. Much better. Okay. So we'll do the second wrap, and we'll work those out again. So I'm going to start at 2, and I'm going to go to 2 5/8, 6 5/8, 1/8 1/4. So going at 6 7/8. And then that will be at 7 1/2. that I'm doing. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this. Okay. And then if we wrap that around, we should be good to go. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to add some double-sided tape as well here. That'll help if I take the lid off. Just to ensure it's well stuck down. And some glue. And I'm going to make sure it's nice and firm around the box. And there we go. We got a little square matchbox. Okay, so do that to this one. Nice and tight. And there we go. Okay, we got 2 little matchboxes all done. All done. Alright, now what are we going to do with these? I'll show you. Oh yeah, bringing back this monstrosity. I'm going to go to the back. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to put an arrow. That says I'm going to go up, just so I know. Okay, up. All right. Now I'm going to put these guys so that they open out to the side here, because we're going to put something else there. So boom and boom. They should fit nicely in there. They'll be about the same height as the pages, which is what we want. The pages, when I put them in, I'm going to put them a little bit lower at the top than at the bottom. So I'm deliberately not centering them. I'm going to have it probably about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom and then the rest of it from the top. So I'm going to have little things at the top for the inside of the pockets of the pages, the tunnels. All right. What am I doing? Putting these down. Yeah, I knew that. La 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 la. Picky tool, picky tool, picky tool. Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3. Push you. All right. Good. All right. And then keep it a little bit from the edge as well. Let's go for there. Looks good. All right, I'm going to just remove this box so I can come in here. Make sure that's well stuck down. Okay. Okay. And then this one. Make sure it's around the right way. That here. There we go. So it's well stuck down. And there we go. So we've got the two matchboxes there. So when that closes up, we'll have the pages in front, and then these will be at the back. Is kind of go. But now we got to fill in this spot, and I'll show you what I got planned for that. Board. Oh. Oh, where did you come from? Where did you go? All right. So these are the measurements that I worked out. Okay, so not that it's helpful for you, but basically I'm going up by 1/8 of an increment in width. So 7, 7 1/8, 7 1/4, and 7 3/8 by 8 1/4. So our normal page size. And then for the smaller one, it's 5, 5 1/8, 5 1/4, and 5 3/8. So that's what I've done. And what I'm going to do is on these, I'm going to go half, and this is the smallest one, so I'm going to do 1/8 there. Then the next one, half and 1/4. Next one, half and no, ignore them. Right, so the first one is just a half. Of course it is. All right, so I'm just going to get rid of that score line. All right. So you can push a score line back out if you decide you don't want it. Okay. I was like, something's not right. Okay. All right, let's try again. So the one that is 5 inches, just at a half, leave it. The next one, 5 1/8 at half, wrong one, half, and so this one, leave it at 5 each one, just a half. This one, a half, and 1/8. Okay. The next one up is a half. So this is the 5 1/4 one, and 1/4. Okay, the measurement tells you what to do. All right, a half, and this is 5 3/8, so we go up 3/8. So that will be at 7/8 on there. Okay, so that's that one. Those ones, and then I've done, these are the ones that are going to be in the 6-inch range. Let's make sure I've got them in order. It's kind of cool when you stack them and they're like, but anyway, small things. Okay, this one, just a half. Just a half. This one, a half and 1/8. this one is 1/2 and 3/4. And this one is 1/2 and 3/8. So they are thingamajiggies. Yeah. Cool. Let's go in and I'm just going to come along and burnish all of these. I don't think you need to see me do all of this, but that's what I'm going to do to all of them, and then I will be back. Okay, so they're all done. You'll see there that they're kind of maybe not, but they're all kind of their different increments. And I did go along and put a corner edge on there. So they're there. What are we going to do with these guys? We're going to go flippy flaps. Flip flap, flip flap, flip flap. That's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to start with the one with no gusset. No, we're going to start the one with the big gusset. That's right. Big gusset, big gusset. So this is the 3/8 gusset. Okay. And we're going to run some glue. One here. And I'm going to line this up in between these matchboxes. There we go. So this will eventually give a backing so these matchboxes don't come out this side, if that makes sense. Okay. Then we're going to come in with the next one, which is the 1/4 inch one. Put that in here. Okay. Then the 8-inch one. Alright. And then the one without any, wrong one, one without any gusset. Alright. There we go. So there is that. Okay, we got that. And then I'm going to repeat on this side. So starting with the 3/8 one, and keep it in a little bit from the side, just like I did over here. Making sure it lines up with these ones. I'm going to come in, use this as a guide. I kind of want it about there, looks good. Alright. Okay. There we go. That one. And the 1/4 inch one. So I do hope you've been enjoying this. I I don't know. Like I said, I'm never going to be, I just craft the way I craft. I art the way I art. It's my way. I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but it is, I don't know, it's just me. I'm a bit all over the place, a bit scatterbrained. But I enjoy what I do. And I like the end product, and I get excited when other people like it, if that makes sense. I want to bring joy to other people in some ways. Okay. So they're all there. Now, what we need to do is we go from, it will be a flip flappy, multi flappy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they all flap in together like that. And we'll put a closure there so that they're tied together. Make sense? Yeah, good. Glad it does. Glad it does to somebody. Kind of made sense to me. But, you know, gets a little bit crazy in my head. All right, and then back here, I think I just want to leave it. We could put a big pocket there, I think. Yeah, I think that's what we should do. All right, I got lots of scraps, so I might as well use it, eh? All right, do I have a piece? Do I have a long piece? Yeah, you'll do. All right. So, let's put a big pocket back here. That is going to be, wait up, one of these pieces. Hold on, I'm just playing around now. These are all the scrap bits I've got left. I think I want a thicker bit, but is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to do a 1/2 inch hinge there. I just want to make it a deep pocket. 1/2 inch. Come in. I'm going to score. Oh, I'm just going to mark there where that will be. Yep, you're within it. Okay, score in there. Hold you over, and I'm going to put a 1/2 inch bottom on. Alright. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Slowly. Slowly getting there. Just checking that it fits in there. It does. Alright. Let's be putting you down here. It's nice in between. Yep, there we go. tape along that. And then glue down the sides. There we go, we've got a nice big pocket there now too. Okay, so that is that. I'm going to go off and decorate this, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, many hours later, I have finished. This one took a while. Surprising, I've used up a whole lot of like scraps, you know, smaller pieces and things, but it still took a huge amount of time to piece together. I labour over every little bit that I put in, hoping that it works together well. Okay, so we've got our little boxes. They've got a little pull tab and just a little piece inside of it, just to hold it down. But they're there, and that's our boxes. And then we've got this one, so this just unties, and these open up. And so these are brass pull handle things. Yeah, good. Used a bit of the chipboard there just to make it pop. Okay, and then we got a little surprise here, which is a little kitty cat. This is a tuck spot, so it is there. And then we go up, and anything that goes over onto the red photo mats, I have made into a tuck spot as well, so that you can put your photos in on behind. So we've got that. Then we go here, and so over here, same thing. It is a tuck spot that you can put your photo in behind. So yeah, so it keeps going like this, and then like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. So I was using up a bit of the ephemera, or the cut apart stuff. Then this, and then this one. And I'm just making sure you've got it in there. And then this one, remembering that this was a big pocket. So that is all there. So that is how, and look, it takes me 2 seconds to flip through it, but ages to do. So that is the back area, and that would hold so many photos and little bits and pieces and things like that. So it's a good little spot to have at the back of the album. So when it folds up, obviously it'll be like this, and if you turn it vertically, that's how it is. I haven't decided if I'm going to put anything there yet. I don't think, we'll wait and see, which is why I haven't done it, because it kind of hides if it's not covered, which makes it not stand out, which is good. All right, so that is it. Next part, next video will be front. Then I have to do the cover, and yeah, it's choosing papers is, I love building, decorating, just it's yeah, I think a lot. Okay, cool. All right, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I hope you are enjoying the journey that we're going along with this. And it's nearly there, and then I've got the thing to house it. Oh, I don't like to do things easy, do I? All right. As always, remember, be kind, be strong, be warrior. If you haven't already, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, all of those good things, and I'll see you later. Bye.